Welcome to Spotlight Gulf Coast, a weekly showcase of people and events across South Mississippi. Spotlight Gulf Coast is partnered with William Carey University and sponsored by the IP Casino Resort and Spa, the Trenchard Scholarship Fund, and the Butch Ostelet Foundation.
Hi everyone, this is Todd Trenchard, Executive Director of the Baco Foundation of South Mississippi, welcoming you to another segment of Spotlight Gulf Coast right here on WXXV. Each week we're coming into your living room talking about what's going on all across our region, and we want to thank our sponsors for this generous opportunity. Well, as you can tell, you got a bunch of pretty girls every week now. That means it's fashion show time, and of course we got Amanda Ray, who is our fashion event coordinator, and I know we're getting close, but you've done a fantastic job.
Well, thank you. I've enjoyed it. It's getting closer and closer, so.
I've just learned to be nice and everything, yes. The answer is yes.
The answer is yes. That's right.
The answer is yes.
Yes is the best.
We're joined by Olivia Pham with La Sauce, and appreciate you coming on.
Of course. Happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
I got to come over to your boutique, I guess it was last year, with Tiffany. We walked in there, and I was giving you a little history about it. You probably didn't even know about that building.
I didn't. I actually did not.
But I know it's right across the street from Phoenicia. That's what I always say. That's a good little sort of marking spot in Ocean Springs. But Amanda, let's start with you.
Okay.
We've got just a couple weeks to go. This will actually be our last show that we tape before the event. So let's give everybody sort of an overview and a rundown of where we're at.
Sure. So we're so excited. We're getting closer and closer. Of course, we have our model mixer coming up on September 18th at the Beau Rivage. Right now, we're looking at about 80 models. We have 20 boutiques that are participating from all along the Gulf Coast. We're all about supporting local businesses and local models as community leaders. So we're just really excited. And right now, the majority of the work's been done. We're just kind of herding everyone together, communicating with the models and boutiques, and waiting for the fashion show. It's gonna be a great night. We'll have Kelly Steps, who's gonna be doing a performance with some of the girls. Of course, we'll have a Glinda and an Alphaba, because we have a Wicked theme this year. We always like to throw in a little fun act. David Delk and Caitlin Perry, of course, will be our MCs. It's just going to be a really fun night. And as well with this year, another thing that we added is the auction. We've always had the past with the Jolly, the giant super auction that we have. This year we have 5 plus the Humane Society, of course, with a dog, a Toto, so that's exciting. So we'll have 5 nonprofits that will be participating in the silent auction. All the proceeds will go directly back to that nonprofit. So it's just a wonderful night of philanthropy, fashion, and helping the local community.
I know there's a lot of work that goes into it, a lot of moving parts, and you know, it seems like it gets a little easier each year in a lot of ways because people have done this before, and they're starting to make friends with each other. And of course, we'll be hearing from Jamie in a minute.
Yeah.
Y'all are friends, and
which is great.
When we started that's what we really wanted to do, was to bring our community closer together. But Olivia, tell us a little bit about your boutique and how long you've been there.
Yeah, so as y'all know, my name is Olivia Pham. I am the owner of La Sauce Style. I'm located in downtown Ocean Springs, right on Government Street. I just hit about a little over 4 years open, and I'm super grateful to be able to, you know, have a place down there, and it's very exciting. We've got a lot of development going on in downtown Ocean Springs, and I'm really just passionate about fashion and just love that I'm able to, you know, live vicariously through, you know, something I love so much, and able to help so many women, you know, feel pretty and feel confident in, you know, whatever they decide to wear.
Let me throw out some little questions here. Do you ever get the men coming in with the wives or girlfriends?
Oh, yes.
That's, well, especially if they got the checkbook. So,
yes.
hey, Fala, come on in and
Come
let
in
me
here.
show you something.
Oh yes, they thoroughly enjoy our air conditioner.
Always have to have a men's couch, I feel like, for a women's boutique for the husbands to sit.
Absolutely. We do our best to keep them entertained, and I feel like, you know, happy wife, happy life. So I think at the end of the day, as long as, you know, they're able to find something that's making them happy, they're happy too.
I told this on the last show, but when I first went in, very first boutique I ever went into was White Willow on Common Lorraine, and I didn't know that you could go in a store. I was taught in New Orleans that was not something men did. So we go into Perlis's, and the ladies would go wherever they go. But you know, I do see a lot of people now, they shop together, and I think that's you know, I'm sure to ask you questions and
oh yeah, absolutely. We love to connect with them.
And fashion, when I was thinking fashion, you know, when we first started this, I thought everybody was in a tuxedo. And that quickly, you know, was redone. And now you have just a little bit of everything.
Absolutely.
I love La Sauce because it's one of those places where you can go in. I've gotten fun outfits for the weekend, and then also you got me to try on a dress one time. So pretty, and I got to wear it to the legislative reception in Jackson. So it's kind of, you know, a good mix of everything, business attire and yet fun, you know, saucy stuff, as you say. It's a really good mix. So
I really appreciate that. Yeah, no, you know, I really do try to emphasize and letting women kind of try to learn what they might not know they want to wear, and encourage them to, you know, just that confidence is very important whenever you're wearing something, and a good outfit will always get you remembered. You know, it's a form of self-expression, and style is so much more than just spending money and shopping. It's really something that can really help with your self-esteem and help you feel truly confident. And when you're confident out here in the world, when you're feeling good about yourself, then you are good to other people, and it really is more than just shopping.
I know women's professional looks have changed over the years. You know, just having been in the banking business, I know what it was when I first, I'm talking 25 years ago, and what it is today. You know, there's a lot of pantsuits.
You can wear a pantsuit that now is a cute color, and
and that's very professional looking. And before, if you'd have worn that in the bank, everybody. So styles change. Where do you get your ideas from? What you want to feature?
You know, I really get a lot of inspiration from everywhere. I do love to travel. It's something I'm very passionate about. And I do feel like through my travels, I'm always trying to find inspiration from, you know, other stores, other boutiques, you know, celebrities. I feel like it's nice to kind of have a variety of all different types of different styles, opposed to just one type of thing. So I feel like when you come in my store, it kind of showcases variety and really kind of living a little bit more on the edge, but, you know, also keeping it classy and keeping it, you know, stylish.
Okay, we're going to take a short commercial break. Goes by quick, as you can tell, but you'll be back on the third segment. We'll be talking with Jamie, but we'll have Jamie Rhodes on in just a second. Again, give us that date and time of the fashion show.
Fashion show. So we are September 25th, IP Casino, Studio B, 6 o'clock. The doors will open, and we've decided we'll start the show this year at 7:27.
7:27.
Not 7:07.
Right.
7:27. A little different. Give us a little more time.
Give us a little more time and give people time to get off work, get out of the parking.
Get through the parking garage, and that can always be difficult. So we're excited.
All right.
All right.
Thank you so much.
We're going to take a short commercial break. We're going to be back with Jamie Rhodes, so y'all don't touch that remote. Welcome back, everyone. We're now joined by Jamie Rhodes, who, of course, is the owner of XO Boutique. And Jamie, appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for having me.
We were just sort of playing back some of the buildings around where you're at. And Blockbuster Video, man. That was a big place.
Hit. I know, I miss those days.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do.
I don't think you can find those anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Not at all.
Well,
thanks to streaming.
I know.
Yeah. Everything
Yeah.
has gone away. And in fact, that guy owned Miami Dolphins. He was the one, that's how he made all his money.
Yep.
And when he died, they couldn't pay the estate tax, so they had to get rid of the team.
Oh.
I mean, he hadn't thought of that one. The
Okay.
tax would be so high, so that's how he lost that. But tell us a little bit about your boutique. You know, you've been there for how long?
So the building that my store is actually located in, my family has owned it since 1980. So it
Okay.
has a lot of family history. And it is 3000 Bienville Boulevard in Ocean Springs. I've been there for about 4 years now with my storefront, but I opened EXO in the midst of COVID, the very beginning. It started in March of 2020, and we were strictly just online. And it took off quicker than I could have ever expected or wished for, hoped for. And a lot of the locals, I swore I would never open a storefront, but a lot of the locals kept, please open a storefront, you know. And so I decided, you know, the building, of course, is ours. So I said, why not? Why not? You know, so
Right.
it had enough space for me to do a storefront in the front, and then the warehouse and online portion of the business in the back.
So you have people come, is it mainly, do a lot of your advertising by just
Social
storefront
media.
people seeing it,
Drive
social
by.
media?
Yeah, you know, we're not located downtown, which a lot of people, you know,
Right.
love because of
Right.
the parking situation.
Right.
They can run in, run out. Downtown is fabulous. Don't get me wrong. I would love to have a store downtown, but you know, I'm more on Highway 90, so I'm more localized versus local and tourist. I do have some tourists that come in and shop with us, but again, it's more local.
Local.
We're near the hospital, so I have a lot of, you know, doctors, nurses,
Right.
husbands.
I know it's very
So,
convenient. On my way home
yes.
from work in Pascagoula, sometimes I'm like, oh, I need a gift, or I need
Yeah.
this, or I saw one of my girlfriends wearing a cute pair of pants or a
Yes.
dress, and I'll swing in. So
Well, thank you.
I think that's definitely, you know, plus.
Yeah.
Downtown's fabulous, like you said, but
Yes.
sometimes you're in a hurry and need to run in there,
Yep.
grab something. So it's a
Yeah.
great location.
Yeah.
Now the
Convenient.
styles, how would you describe the styles that you carry? Or,
Honestly, I love to have something for everyone. I love to have something for our youth. I love to have something for, you know, 25-year-olds, 30-year-olds, and then, you know, my age, mid-40s, and then my mom is 75, and she wears my clothing. You know, my stepmom is 65. She wears my, so I have something for everyone. So,
And I think
Okay.
that's a good point to make too, because we were talking about a lot of the local boutiques, and sometimes some of the local residents don't know what all is carried in
Yeah.
that store, like you know, the menswear store I was talking about downtown.
Mm-hmm.
And I think some people might not realize that y'all do have stuff that
We do.
can cater to not just youth and
Right.
high school students.
Right.
I mean, it's all the way
It
up
is.
to your mom's age,
Yeah.
like you said. So I think it's
Sure.
a great variety as
Yeah.
far as different things for work or going out
Yeah.
on the weekend or whatever.
that's right.
I know you were
Ages,
very
person-
passionate about participating.
I
I
am.
think you send me little messages, make sure
Yeah.
I want to get involved with this.
That's
How do I-
right.
So you obviously see the benefit of being able to network, be able to, you know,
Yes.
just showcase what you have, but also meet people.
Right.
And that's what I think is so different about, you know, this
This event.
event and some of the events we put on.
And I really love that everyone that does participate in this event, we might all be competitors and business owners, but we all thrive together, and we
Right.
all, you know, we work together in this. I could list several boutiques that are participating, and we're all in this together, and we all take care of each other. And, you know, I love the support.
Now, you must be special because you're one of the, how many boutiques have we had on? Only a couple, really.
Only a couple, yeah.
This,
They're one of the first ones
yeah.
that we brought on.
And I think a lot of that even has to do with, you know, it's hard for a small business to have the staffing.
Right.
Yeah.
To be able to take off for a
Definitely.
few hours and, you know, we take things for granted. We invite people, but, you know, who's going to man the store?
Yeah.
But you know, do try to move that around. And now we were just talking before. Do you see a lot of men coming in the store?
I do. We have a lot of dads, a lot of husbands, fiancés, boyfriends, and they come in, and 50% of them really want to just do it on their own and maybe ask for guidance here and there, but some just sit on the
That's
sofa
good.
and they're like, here's the budget,
Right.
you know, pick me out something to wrap it up. So,
Right,
yeah.
so if it's a gift, that's what I would do.
Yes,
I certainly not
absolutely.
going to choose
Yeah.
something. I have no clue what somebody would wear. And,
Yeah. We just
now-
ask them some questions, you know, we
Sure.
what's called qualify them, and find out, you know, the age, what they're looking for, what the person's personality is like, and we just go from there.
Now, we were talking with Olivia right before this. Y'all know each other.
We do.
And,
We're very good friends. Yes.
that's,
And we actually met in the industry. That's how
love
we
that.
met.
Yeah.
I think that's sort of unique here to our entire region.
Yes.
Competitors are in one way because you have different lines,
Right.
you know, things that you carry, but you see the banks working together, you see
Absolutely.
the boutiques working together.
Yes.
I mean, you don't want to wear all one thing.
That's right. That's right. Yes. And we all have different styles and personalities, like you said. You know, my style isn't like Olivia's, her style's not like mine, and ours isn't like, and you know, other boutiques,
Right.
and that's what makes the world go round.
Right.
You know.
So you-
it would be
you would
boring
have
if we were all the same.
All the same.
So if you
I
didn't
agree.
have something or somebody was looking for something, you could say, you could try here.
I do it all the time. I
Right.
text her, I
And
say,
that's
hey,
it.
do you have this and this size? Or,
Right.
you know, or even for myself, I'm like, hey, I have this event coming up, I need this. Or like she saw my top today and she said, pull me that and hold it. You know, we support each other, and that's how
Right.
it should be.
Absolutely.
And if, like I said, if I have a customer looking for something and I can't cater to them, she's my go-to.
Okay.
And if she doesn't
Right.
have it, I do have a couple other. I mean, like, we really do all love each other and support each other. Not all of us, which is sad, but a
Yeah.
lot
Majority.
of us, a majority, yes.
But as Ocean Springs has a pretty good cluster of boutiques.
Boutiques,
and
yeah.
We-
There's a good
places.
variety.
Yeah.
I noticed they're sort of located in different parts of the
Yeah.
coast, all in one little area.
All in
They're
one
not-
little area.
Well, that's good though. More competition
Sure.
brings people
Drives
to it.
people, that's right.
Right.
Now, in the third segment, we're going to talk about how maybe y'all can have worked together and tell us again where that is located. And
It's 3000 Bienville Boulevard in Ocean Springs, kind of catty corner to the hospital. And if you know where Woody's is, we're right next door to Woody's.
And if you go way back, it was probably where the old Jitney Jungle was.
Across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, now
I
it's
mean-
Goodwill.
Right. I mean, the Jitney Jungle was there,
And it was my family business, Rhodes Carpet. For,
I bought carpet
for
there.
85 years.
Yeah.
I'm very
Wow.
proud of my family business.
right.
I love
we
that
bought
family
carpet
history.
there when I first moved to Ocean Springs,
Yeah.
and remember going in there. I didn't know you could go in a carpet store. either.
Yes. Yep. We did it all.
That's right.
Flooring, draperies, everything custom. That's where I got my love for fashion.
Love
Okay.
it.
Started there.
All right, we're going to take a short commercial break. We're talking about fashion. We're talking about Renaissance Runway, which is September 25th. You don't want to miss that. Of course, you're going to have to if you don't have a ticket because it's sold out. But that's a good thing. We're going to take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. I'm learning all I need to know about fashion, which is a lot. But I think I was just talking. I thought, well, I mean, these valid questions. Somebody that may not know, you know, these are women-owned and driven businesses.
Correct.
You know, the boutiques that we're talking about, and I was trying to think off the top of my head if there were any, you know, men's doing that. But it seems that that seems to work well. I would assume that, I guess, if you were married, then it might be different
Yeah.
if you had enough space.
Maybe.
But I don't know.
Men seem a little more difficult to me than female. What do you think?
Yeah, I think
They're a little picky.
yeah, and I feel like also like they're the type, most men generally once they find one thing they like,
Yep.
that's what they're going to get every time. It
They
just
want
might be a
20 of
different
them.
color.
Right, 20 of them.
I mean,
Well, I am kind of like that too.
Yeah.
If I find something I love, I want it in every color.
I've shopped at SF Allman for 20-something years. That's the only place that I've ever bought anything.
Yeah.
That's all I know. So, I mean, that's, yeah, you get into a creature habit. Before growing up, Perlis was in New Orleans. You went to one store and you got everything. So, now y'all said y'all work together with each other if you don't have something or you may not have something or no. Have you tried over here?
Yes.
So that's naturally part of, I guess, the networking of getting to know each other.
Absolutely. And Olivia and I met in this industry. We go to markets together. We
Okay.
work very well together. We don't we're individually owned, of course. However, if I don't have something that a customer is looking for, then I'll pick up the phone and text or call Olivia immediately and say, hey, I have this customer looking for this. Do you have that? And she does the same thing, with me. And we just support each other and want to see each other grow. And
It's actually, to add on to that, a super special moment last year at my store was having a little bit of a, creative block, I guess you could say, and Jamie was so kind to come and help me out at the store to rearrange a couple things and help me refresh my storefront, and I was super, super grateful for that and very eternally grateful that I have somebody in my industry who is, supporting me genuinely, opposed to just saying it, actually having the action of saying, look, if there's anything I can do to come help, help you move along. And it's just really comforting to know that there's other people in the industry who genuinely want to see you succeed and
I do.
and thrive.
And
Well,
I'll always be in your corner. Always.
Well, I want to say thank you to both of y'all. I mean, because, we wouldn't be having this event all these
Exactly.
years and be successful if it wasn't of benefit to the boutiques and to the, the different men's stores. I know it's got to be a tough business,
It is.
and I think a lot of it's based on, like, if you got a high overhead.
Well,
And-
not just that. It's been challenging over the years because of, the online presence
Right.
and the competition that we have from overseas, and it's extremely challenging. And we absolutely love, our locals who support us and who come in and our new customers, and we love our repeat customers. It's extremely important for everyone to support everyone, especially in this economy.
Yeah, and we've done that. That goes back to the mantra at M&M Bank, hometown people
Yes.
that you know. I mean, and that was my platform for many years. And then as you go into the community, that's what this was all about.
Yes.
Was local boutiques
That's right.
with local models,
Yes.
and we've pretty much held that line to a T.
Yes.
And that's worked out very, very well. Now, somebody mentioned the word market. What does that mean? You go to market.
Yes, that's where we go. We fly into different places like LA, Vegas, Dallas, Atlanta.
party.
Well, it's not a party.
Find the
Todd.
That's what
latest
people like to
trendy.
think it
It
is.
is work. We might party after work, but it is work. We go and we visit. A lot of our vendors have booths set up, and we go through and we look at items that are currently in stock that they can ship immediately, and then for upcoming seasons. Like, she and I just left Vegas last month, and we were already shopping for spring of 2026.
Wow.
So, it's everything. It's shoes, it's accessories, it's clothing, it's gifty items, whatever a boutique can hold, it's there.
And it's also an opportunity for each boutique to individually curate what their season is going to look like
Yes.
as far as their storefront. We do have the option of all shopping from these same brands, but once you go to market, you really can showcase your specific style and your specific taste, and that's where you kind of get your individuality of showcasing what you're going to be having in your storefront.
Now, y'all use, you do that, you have to spend money to do that, to learn new ideas and to see that. But when you're doing local marketing and things like that, social media has been a great platform, I would think.
Absolutely.
That you're able to get out what you, and you could target a certain audience,
Yes.
everybody that's
Targeting
walked in
is
your
extreme-
store.
Yes. targeting is extremely important when it comes to your online presence. If you don't target the correct audience, I mean, you're just wasting your time and money.
Right.
And another important aspect too is social media can show somebody who doesn't know necessarily what you were, who you were, or where you were, and that's
Right.
kind of allowing them to come and take it into their own hands and saying, oh, I'm going to step out and go visit this specific type of, you know, business. And also that allows you to create the relationship with your customers, and that's very important too. With us being a local brand, is it's important for us to be involved in our community and build these relationships, because we're all real people. And you know, online sales can be great and all, but you're not really developing an actual relationship with somebody, and that's very important, especially as far as shopping local.
I know I've messaged you several times and been like, I need that dress. I'll see a certain dress on
I
social
do the
media.
same thing. I'm like, girl,
I
send me
need
one.
that. Hold it for me.
Yeah.
I
It
wore
makes
one
it
the
more
other day.
special, you know.
It does.
Yes. And then I'll
It
come
does.
in and she's like, oh, have you tried this? This is new.
Yeah.
It's just, it's great.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a nice time to connect, and also just, you know, be like, hey, I'm a real person. Let's all
Yes.
just be real.
Yeah.
Well, guess what, ladies? We're out of time. That was pretty
Goodness.
quick.
Yeah.
I didn't even get to talk
was.
about the models. To be continued.
Yeah.
To be continued.
Yes.
And I had another question. Do you own alterations? Because that would be something else that, you know, it seems like it's a thing gone past. You can
Alterations.
buy pants with guys, but you got to get them altered.
Altered.
Yeah.
So, yeah, then we could probably do a lot of shows on this and probably need to.
Right.
Because I'm learning as I go, you know, just listening to y'all talk. I appreciate y'all taking the time.
Yeah, thank you for
Absolutely.
having
Coming
us.
on.
Thank you,
And,
ladies. We're so
appreciate
excited
it.
to have y'all
Thank you.
participate again.
Thank
you for having us.
We're
Yes.
excited.
And we'll see y'all hopefully at the
Yes.
Model Mixer.
Model Mixer.
Absolutely.
Okay. So,
We will.
All right.
and we appreciate everybody's support of the Baco Foundation of South Mississippi. Until next time, this is Todd Trenchard and Amanda Ray saying so long and may God bless.